Hey everyone, coming to you from Nashville. So, this weekend was the Plexus Convention 2023, one Plexus in Nashville. So, as many of you know, um, both mom and I are disabled. I have mobility issues. Mom has some mobility problems. I walk with a walker, so that means a lot of times mom and I thought that flying anywhere, like to Nashville, Florida, etc., was out of the question. But we decided that we definitely were not driving to Nashville, and that meant flying. So we had to do a lot of research. So mom began looking around on the airline that we flew, which was Southwest, and we found out some interesting things. So for my walker, since it is collapsible, there was a compartment in the front of the plane that stored wheelchairs and walkers. So we got a paper printed out that said that we could take it aboard with us and not check it. I will say that some of the air flight attendants were not very well aware of this, and they tried to tell me to check it, which I firmly told them that was not going to happen because I've heard of times where the walkers have gotten quite damaged, even though they assured me that wouldn't happen. I did not feel safe to check my walker, and I firmly told them that no, we had documentation saying that it could be taken onto the plane with us to be put in a special compartment. Thankfully, the pilot came back and asked what the issue was, and we calmly explained to him that the staff was refusing my mobility device on the plane when we clearly had a paper that said that we could bring it on the plane. So anyways, we got that taken care of. The staff apologized for their not knowing, and we had a pretty much smooth ride. Another thing that we had to do was bring along my leg pumps. So both mom and I have leg pumps. These are mine. So as you can see, they look like giant stockings, and they have a whole bunch of tubing and wiring, and then it comes with a machine. So this was another pickle that we were stumped on for a while because we like to go to see my grandfather about once a year, once every few years in Florida. And we drove last time. Unfortunately, that's very difficult on my body because it's at least 10 hours, if not more. And so it's a 2-hour trip. And I do not do well in cars for very long times. Large amount of pain, frequent stops. It's just very difficult. So we were also looking for another way. Anyways, what we decided to do with my stockings was we put them in another suitcase. So we had a few checked bags, one just containing the stockings in the machine, and mom put hers in another another suitcase with checked. Thankfully, they're pretty sturdy, so even if they kind of tossed them into the plane, they weren't going to break. Another thing that I would say is just because you're disabled doesn't mean that you can't go to things like a conference or a convention that's cross country. One of the most interesting, coolest things I saw here at Plexus Convention 2023 was other people like me who didn't let their disability or their difficulty stop them. There were people with canes, people with rollators, people with walking canes, other people in wheelchairs, people with all different abilities had just come out and celebrate One Plexus about what our company is doing and what's new and coming out. So I just thought that was really cool because a lot of times I'll go places and I'll be told, oh, well, maybe you should just stay home if it's so difficult for you. And while I know they mean well, it's kind of frustrating because they're trying to limit me. And I know they think they're helping and showing compassion. But if we need help, normally we would ask for it. So that was just an encouragement to me to see that there were other people like me who didn't let things stop them. Now, I'm not saying that if you do have mobility difficulties that you should go out and do something that you know is beyond your limitations. I would say, know your limitations. And even if you have to push yourself a little, I would encourage you to do it. Just don't push yourself too much, because then you'll definitely regret it. Traveling is a bit difficult sometimes, but usually once I get to the destination, get settled, I'm usually okay. The first night and first day are usually a little rough, but then I usually bounce back, just like this weekend. So overall, I just want to say, if you're watching this and you have any type of mobility issue, or any type of disability, whether it be, physical or whatever, don't let it hold you back. Don't let it define you, and don't let it stop you. Anyways, I have to get off of here and finish packing. Yuck. If anyone wants to help me, feel free to come over to our Airbnb. Packing is not my favorite, but anyways, I'm rambling and procrastinating, so I'll see you later.